When the Xfinity Series took the trip to Martinsville earlier this year, we saw the most pathetic display of stock car racing I've personally ever seen in my life. Since that race, it seems like most of the people in the series, except for Austin Hill, have calmed down. But with 2 Final Four spots up for grabs this weekend, it could turn into another circus. So on Saturday night, will we see a bunch of bozos, Krusties, and Ronald McDonalds, or will we see good, hard, clean racing? Either way, I don't really care, because there's paint schemes to review. Let's go! Before I get started today, I first want to thank all of you for all the kind words on the Cup review yesterday. I've been completely overwhelmed with all the love and support you guys have been showing me. It truly means a lot. And if I don't get a chance to personally thank everybody that left a comment, just know your comment hasn't gone unseen. I appreciate each and every one of you. But starting us out, as always, is Sheldon Creed. Sheldon Creed heads into Martinsville this weekend in a must-win scenario. And being a guy that has 15 second-place finishes with no wins, I assume that's a scenario that he doesn't want to be in. But if Sheldon were to finally win a race, it probably would come in this absolute abomination of a paint scheme. 3. Sheldon, don't look now, but Carson Kvapil might be coming for your reign. Through the start of his young career, he's already up to 4 second-place finishes without a win. Always the bridesmaid, but never the bride. Maybe those guys should get married. 10. Not to keep beating a dead horse, but Jesse Love's on the verge of doing something Sheldon Creed could never do in the 2-car. And that's make the Final Four. I love you, Sheldon. I'm sorry. It's just really too easy right now. 9. For 2 years now, I've been saying Alpha Prime never misses. But for whatever reason, when I get the Parker Retzlaff's ride, all I do is mention his skinny legs. So for the first time ever, Alpha Prime never misses. 10. I must admit, for a moment here, I was a little worried about the relationship between Patrick Emmerling and SS Greenlight. I was really scratching my head why Patrick Emmerling would be running the Whelen Modified race at Martinsville on Thursday, yet not be in the Xfinity race on Saturday. But it's pretty simple. He's got another modified race scheduled for Saturday, so we get Brad Perez. Hell yeah. 8. Luckily for Justin Allgaier, he's already locked into the Final Four, because this car looks like one that would get absolutely cream-pied at Martinsville. When Austin Hill's done ramming into the back of this thing, that Jarrett is just going to say, jar. 9. My relationship with Sammy Smith all comes down to this weekend. I was planning on selling my left kidney and putting all the money down on Sammy Smith to win this weekend, but then I got to thinking about it. My right testicle is less important, so I did that instead. Oh, and the rent money. So this could be the start of a great friendship, or it could be the start of homelessness. It's all up to you, Sammy. 5. Rumor has it Colleague Racing is shutting down their Xfinity program next year. If that's the case, I'm wondering who's going to take over as the 3-car perfectly mediocre Xfinity team. 9. I'm going to really enjoy these last 2 weekends of the NASCAR season because next year, Butterbean will just be another dickhead in a Dodge. No offense to you, Butterbean. All offense to people that drive Dodges. And that little stupid fuck on the quarter. 4. Before I get too deep into this review, I first want to give a huge congratulations to the 14 team for winning the 2025 Xfinity Series Paint Scheme Review Championship. That's right, unlike NASCAR, we run a legitimate point system where if you're good enough, you can lock it up before the final race. Anywho, they took the regular Thermotech scheme that they've been running and turned it into dark mode. But the coolest part of all, I just found out literally seconds ago. Thanks to Garrett Smithley, Tommy Simpson, and everybody at SS Greenlight, Garrett won't be driving this thing by himself Saturday night. Pop's going to be on board. I seriously cannot thank these guys enough. They didn't know my grandpa from Adam. If they did, I'm sure they'd love him, but regardless, this isn't something they had to do. So thank you, Garrett. Thank you, Tommy. Thank you, everybody. It means more than you know. And if everybody watching isn't already following these guys, pause now. Thank you. 10. Moving on with the rodeo. This car won't exist next year. 0. Unfortunately, after Williams' big wreck last week, he's going to have to miss out on the Martinsville race. Subbing in for him will be Justin Bonsignor. William, if you're watching, I hope you feel better, buddy. 6. Oh, how lucky are we that we get to suffer through another race with Eric Armadillo in the field. I'm exploding with excitement. 4. And then there's Brandon Jones. 6. Unfortunately, we all know that Austin Hill won at Talladega last weekend for the 500th time and proceeded to say, "Suck it, haters," and flip off the entire grandstands. A lot of talk coming from the guy that got eliminated in the first round. 5. Everybody's favorite full-time eye surgeon, part-time NASCAR driver is back for another Xfinity race. It still blows my mind every time I have to say that. 7. Sam Hunt Racing has some sort of an announcement plan for this weekend, and the entire world is assuming that it's Harrison Burton full-time next year, which really leaves me wondering, is breaking news not a thing anymore? Are we just going to always know what's going to happen weeks and months in advance thanks to Twitter? I mean, shit, I could have told you years ago that Chauncey Billups and Terry Rozier were both frauds. Nothing shocking anymore. 9. There was one very intelligent individual on Twitter today that posted this paint scheme and said, "Sam Hunt with a little bit of Halloween flair." I'm still just trying to figure out where. Is Michael Myers hiding in that pipe? What about a bald eagle screams, "Trick or treat"? There's some really bright individuals out there. 10. Are we ever going to think of Sam Mayer as Cup Series material? Because it seems like he went from upcoming prodigy to Xfinity lifer vibes really quick. Or I could just be an idiot like the guy that thought the Sam Hunt car was a Halloween ride. 10. I must say, it is really nice to be reminded every couple months that toxic waste candy is still a thing. And it's also nice to be reminded every week that Alpha Prime never misses. 10. Now this is a Halloween paint scheme. 10. And this is ugly. 0. I actually had the pleasure of meeting Preston Pardis a couple months ago in the garage at Daytona. Nice guy. I must say, at first, I did think that he was one of Snow White's 7 dwarfs. But hey, I guess if Nate Robinson can dunk, it's also possible for them to make enough alterations to a race car so that Preston can see over the steering wheel. Car fucks, though. 10. I wonder what that guy on Twitter thinks of this paint scheme. Christmas float? 10. If Taylor Gray picks up his first win this weekend, don't be surprised. I have been predicting it for months. But now I'm on the Sammy Smith train. 3. After almost winning the race and ultimately finishing 8th last weekend, Leland decided to take this weekend off and let a model in the car. That's right. I guess Thomas Annunziata is a model now. And they decided to sponsor the car. Now let's play a game of can I pronounce the sponsor right? Wilhelmina. I feel like I nailed that. Anyway, Leland told me it looks better in person. I trust him. 10. It's unfortunate, but I've noticed a trend this year that when DGM brings a smoking hot paint scheme, they don't upload it to NASCAR.com. It's a damn shame. It fucks too. 10. I don't like to come on here and brag and say I told you so, but I told you so. Early in Connor's career, it seems like Talladega is going to be his kryptonite. It's alright though. Let's just make sure we lock up this championship next week. 9. Unfortunately, you're going to have to copy and paste exactly what I said for the 71 car, including the ending. This fucks. 10. And the paint scheme of the week goes to Garrett Smithley. Let's be honest, guys. No one else stood a chance here. My grandpa's going to be on board of this beauty. Nothing was going to come close. But here's this week's top 3. And my phone's on 6%. Later.